Yeah, it's all ugly again. Diary of the Griever named John Weaver, which is me. It's the 31st of January 2026, and it's about 9:42 in the morning. Trying to catch myself up with what's going on. Let's talk. Yeah, I'm doing it in these sideways like this. Trying to get a better angle on it. A little harder to keep holding on the cell phone in an upright position all the time. It just hurts. Till that shoulder of mine gets healed up more. I gotta do what I gotta do. So, concerning about what I've been watching these days and how articles and things are flying so damn fast, are we actually keeping track of what the hell's going on and people are saying? We got an administration that's hell bent on grifting $10 billion out of the treasury of the IRS to feed a guy's ego. Watching an executive meeting board of directors regarding the Trump regime. It's the Yes Men Club. Most of them were, actually, most of the heavy hitters were talking except for Kristi Noem, who had been being aced out slowly but surely out of the public spotlight because her and Bovino were on lying and murderous rampages. And we're already seeing the results of that one, where Thomas Holman of the Border Patrol had to come in to try to secure Minneapolis away from Bovino, but got transferred out to the West. We haven't heard yet what the hell he's doing. Maybe he's getting eased out, I hope. But Noem's getting less and less public publicity. Kirshner. Heard about that name before last Trump term. Married to Ivana Trump, daughter of the old gas bag himself. Making himself a powerhouse figure in the Middle East of, it's not just making deals, it's making deals that are pushing people out of their homes in the Gaza Strip. Now, he's forcing the Israelis to do this. No, he's not forcing it. He's encouraging the Israelis to do this. Turn Gaza Strip into what? Players Club? Another Palm Springs on the Riviera? Where the rich stay there and the poor get shoved out as refugees. As if they already had issues enough as it is over the past century. Now they got worse. But then again, Donald Trump's always behind the damn thing, and he wanted this peace board that Western Europe is saying, no, we're not. Maybe a few Middle East countries are trying to go for it, but Arabs hating the Arabs, one way or another. That's what I'm saying. As it was being revealed. That's how I'm interpreting it. And then you've got Trump still doing his grifting, suing the federal government for $10 billion out of the IRS. That's nuts. That is just out of it. Well, I've seen some of the other independents going after each other. It's like a I don't know what else to call it except being a food fight or something, or maybe an out-and-out brawl, or maybe they're chomping on each other like they're zombies or something. It's like watching Marvel Zombies show. The What If cartoon series. What if the zombies were the superheroes munching on people left and right? I've seen the Independents doing that one at a verbal joust left and right. So it's what's being presented from the zeros and ones on Google at this point. They even got a problem concerning about the term Zionist. Use it in one way, you can't use it. Use it in a different way, you can use it that way. I'm like, I have been trying to wrap my head around the term Zionist. Now, is it against the Jewish government? Is it against the Jewish people? Is it against the Jewish religion? That if you're called a Zionist, you're against something, or if you're anti-Zionist, you're against something here. That maybe it's got something against the Jewish faith, people, religion, something. Or against Judaism. What would you call it if you're anti-Christian? I mean, if you're against Christians, you're an atheist? Of course, there are atheists out there who are still respected. And they don't celebrate religion, they don't celebrate a faith. They put their faith in something else without even saying it. My own humble observations and watching and listening. We all have our own faith in something that we don't even realize. I think we were born with a hunger of faith, of something beyond us. Could be science. We could be into zeros and ones of the universe with the calculations. We could be into the people, the populations. We have a faith in them, maybe. Faith in people sometimes turns on other people without even realizing it. Or you could keep saying, okay, I got a faith in something, but I'm just not quite sure how to identify it. Or I just don't have any faith at all because I don't believe. That's not exactly believe, it's something inside of you. And then again, you've got to come to terms with that one, don't you? But can you put your faith in terms in a government system entirely? Substitute that for a philosophical or a spiritual faith in something. I don't know. Can you? Because at times I thought I'd put my faith and trust in law and Constitution of the United States, as I was taught. But I was also taught to believe in something about humanity and also something about the powers that are greater than what our science level can understand. Of course, people will deny and scoff, but that's them. But it depends on the individual, whether or not we truly believe in something or have faith in something. I don't have a faith in a grifter who keeps wanting more and more attention for himself. I keep thinking this guy had been devoid of anything positive in his life, that he wants everything now like a spoiled brat child. And is willing to, and been pushed into this kind of lifestyle, into this mentality that he has to have constant adoration for him. Was his ego that bruised, battered, beaten, or not even fully developed into something else when he was growing up as a kid? Was his family history that much of a pain in the asses? Liars, cheats, thieves, conmen, assholes? And if I happen to compare myself to him, am I going to hold myself in a better light, or is my own ego that much being bruised? See, I have to ask myself these questions as well. I have to use these kind of people as something to compare myself with, and then I've got a problem with my own, because I am not secure enough in my own ego, if I actually truly want that ego to go crazy. And for a long time I had. I didn't push my ego on other people, but I used personas. And in doing personas, maybe a little bit of theatrical work of sorts, costume change or something, to parade around to the public. Yes, I loved space and science fiction. And at one time, I wore vests that had been full of pins and patches of space, of science fiction. And somehow people would look at it and think, I should be scared about this guy because I don't know where he's at. He's got these rank pins all over him. He's got a hat he wears, and it's got rank pins all over it. In fact, it's got science fiction. Is this guy cool, or is he an idiot, or is he a nerd, or what is he? Ooh, and what is this person? And is he? What is he? I can't tell you how many times I've had that happen to me. I've had the looks. I've had the looks where they were asking me questions about that. I got pictures of what I used to look like. They're probably out there on Facebook. Of what I looked like and how I acted, how I overreacted, how I did things, how I didn't do things. You're not supposed to go into church looking like a person who's in search of a magnet, especially an MRI. If I had a vest on with a hell of a lot of pins on, I'd be going crazy. You know, it's one thing if I happen to go to Disneyland, okay? If I was going over to Disneyland, I would have been doing things as a fan would, as a fanboy would do. Wear the Disney memorabilia to celebrate a corporation and a company and an idea and ideology. It's supposed to be family fun, so you celebrate the family fun. So you got a lanyard full of pins, or lanyards full of pins. And if you're able to get a vest somehow through eBay, you're dotted up with so much metal in a damn thing you could barely wear it. Or barely carry it. 5 or 10 pounds of metal, maybe more than that. A lot of pins. Different things to show different people. Look at me, I got this stuff over here. I can't move anywhere, but I get this stuff over here. Yeah, I was like that too. Wear the pins on a hat and wear the pins on a vest, and you're a walking, talking target of something. That was me. But how does this relate to politics right now? To people who really want that attention that badly? The want is a powerful thing. The ego is a powerful thing. You hook it up, and then you got this powerful thing that just is a cosmic vacuum cleaner. The want wants everything. You cannot describe why. It just wants. And it's like a toddler who sees everything shiny, wants it all now. And then after you get it, then what? Well, I want more. You're not happy with the item itself for a long period of time. It's a short fix. But after that, you're already looking at your next score. I know, I was like that. But sometimes you have to be taught reality. And reality is kind of hard for a kid who wants everything. How far can you push your parents into getting that favorite toy and then discard them? Certain toys you could deal with for a while, but then after that, You put them into a toy chest and it's there. I don't know, it's like watching the movie Toy Stories 1 and seeing how toys are getting played with and others are getting ignored. But in that movie, you got Destructor Guy who just likes to blow things up. Doesn't play nice with his toys. You gave me Lego when I was a kid, I would have been 7,000. Imagination goes so far. As much as you've got bricks, different shorts, sizes, colors, whatever. You can do things with it. An action set on wheels, a mobile action set with $2 was hand-me-downs, but still. One gets injured, one gets blasted by some kid smashing it. It's like, how dare you smash my ego, everything else I have in this doll. Either I cry about it, or else I tear the kid's face apart, and I did. You mess around with my doll, you mess around with my toy, you mess around with my ego, you mess around with me. So, blood. Yeah, I was a kid doing that too. I didn't play with my toys outside as much. Always inside. Because I didn't want them to get damaged or touched unless I was going to do some of the work. I could talk about childhood stuff like that. But bring that into the adulthood, okay? Bring that mentality that you want everything, that you're forcing your family to go broke under. And still you want more. Is this the only way the kids can get love out of the family, is by obsessive needs that he can scream and yell at the family to get? It's like, pay homage to me. I want. And it happens to all of us. Even dogs. Get older, senile, senior, and they want more out of you. They're still family. That's the thing. That's the thing right there for me. It's family. You have to be the parent. You have to say no. Even you have to say no to yourself in the mirror if you have to. But there are people out there who want so much, who think they can live in that kind of moment, that if the spotlight is on them, they soak it in. And then they will force a way to have that spotlight on them on a constant basis. We deal with that on human behavior. We deal with that, humanity. I had not, and for the record, even though I am a college student in the community college, I have taken a sociology class, I have taken a regular health class, I have even taken a psychology class, and political sciences. And trust me, they're all related one way or another. In a health class, you're taught about the general basics of the human condition. Metabolism, that needs the nutrients to run on, but the mind still needs something as well. This is what I'm dealing with. I'm watching humanity like this. Doesn't matter where or when. I am watching them do this. You'll excuse me for a couple seconds. I'll check on my dog. So, let me do this on the run. While I'm heading out to take care of my dog. Dogs are like kids. Take care of them every which way, including when they're spoiled brats. I'll get the rest of the stuff when I can. But I just wanted to make sure my own dog is going to be alright for the next few minutes while she winds her heads off. Maybe I should do a part 2.